Good morning, family. Welcome this side, Maya. So my son is sick, walking with my princess to the bus stop. I haven't had to do this in a while, and it's cold as hell. I should have wore a jacket over this. Good morning. She's so perfect. Oh my gosh. She got dressed and put her shoes on and got her school snack and everything all by herself. She's such a good little girl. So yeah, I'm walking down the street to the bus stop. Took a little walk up and down a big ass hill. So I really was not looking forward to it. Today I am 12 weeks postnat. I'm so excited. I'll go more into detail when I get to the house. I'll make more video. But yeah, I'm 12 weeks post-op. I guess I can say my stats. My highest weight was 257. Give me your hand, about to cross the street. Give me your arm. Keep your hands in your pocket. 257 was my highest weight. My surgery date weight was 251. And then my current weight, sorry, I'm walking and thinking, try not to bump into poles and stuff, but my current weight is this morning. I'm so excited because I have not been this weight for 11 years. I was 19, but my current weight is 205.9. And my goal weight is between 130 and 150 to kind of give me room to gain weight, like go up and down if need be, 20 pounds. That's my goal weight. And it's freaking cold. You okay, princess? You cold? Let me see it. Huh? Your face is cold. And we left your scarf at the house. Come on. So yeah, it's cold. You can see the cold. Watch out. But anyways, so yeah, I have not been 205 any fucking thing for 11 years. It was really emotional. Look, at I almost bumped into the stop sign for me to see that, because I was like, oh my god, like it almost like was unreal. I'm like, what? Hold on. And that's around the weight where I started realizing I was gaining too much weight. 11 years ago, and I tried to do different things, like Slim Fast. Come on, my love. I tried to do a lot of different things, like Slim Fast and the Special K diet. And it would work. I'd lose a couple pounds and I just gain more weight and then get all depressed and then just eat. And then I think it was when I got around like 16 or something like that, I was like, holy shit, same thing, same cycle. I had tried Atkins, South Beach diet, all kinds of stuff, lose a little and then gain double the weight back. Let's go in here for a second so you can warm up, honey. So yeah, let me check the time. Okay. Hold on. Let's see. I don't want you to miss your bus. Come on. But yeah. So yeah, I'm like super excited. That's not your bus, is it? That's not your bus. Huh? Yeah, no, your bus.
It's not. My bus is 40.
No, that's not your bus, I don't think. Your bus, it's early. Too early to be your bus. Come on, go on this side of me. Freaking cold. I hope that's not her bus. She ain't gonna go to school today if it is. Because I ain't walking to the school. That's for sure. It is cold. And I'm not taking my fucking cap. It's cold. Keep the air from blowing in your face. Look at that pretty face. It's cold. I should have wore a jacket. I'm gonna get sick. I just put my daughter on the bus. It's cold. You can see my face, like, it's cold. Now I'm in the store trying to get something. My son is sick. He has been throwing up and diarrhea. My daughter had that yesterday. Now my son has his headache. So yeah, just gonna put this away. So yeah, I'm trying to grab things like crackers, ginger ale, got myself some whipped cream. Let's see if I can find any ginger ale. But yeah, the second you walk into the store, they're like Indian people looking at you like you want to steal some shit. She went and ran to her camera like, I'm not the one. You should need to be watching. So yeah, ginger ale. Trying to think if there's anything else I need here before I leave here, because I am not trying to come back. But I don't think so. Oh, my daughter might want some cereal. Get some cereal. But yeah, when I get home, what's up? So yeah, I'm home now. I've been home for a while. I had to give the kids baths and make sure my son had a little bit of crackers and ginger ale for his stomach. And now I'm just sitting here. I wanted to talk a little more about what's been going on with me during my VSG journey. Like I said earlier, I am now 12 weeks post-op. It's gone by so fast. What is that, like 3 months? If you go by weeks and you count like 4 weeks in a month, it would be 3 months. But on the 15th, it will be officially, you know, I am supposed to be looking at the viewfinder and I'm always looking at myself. So forgive me. But yeah, I will be officially, I think if you go by the date I had surgery on the 15th, I'll be 3 months, but I'm 12 weeks. So yeah, things have been up and down for me. I finally kind of let go of that. You know how like when you have surgery, you're like, oh, I'm gonna lose weight, it's like so fast and blah blah blah, and then you're on the scale literally every day. Like, well, I know for me, I was on the scale every day after surgery, and then I'd get bummed if I went up like a couple pounds, or you know, I think like I was doing something wrong or whatever the case may be. But I stopped doing that, and I've been much happier and just kind of like going with the flow and trusting the process. That's basically what I've been doing. And I haven't been eating perfectly either, so I definitely am about to later today look up a bunch of like keto recipes and how to do keto the right way and successfully and blah blah blah. Also, because I do have VSG, I'm not sure if I have to modify it a little bit. So there's a lot of things that I'm gonna look up later, because I do want to start keto starting tomorrow. I want to start the keto.
So yeah, I'm super excited about that. I know I've been like saying I wanted to try keto, but definitely I need to get all my information together so that I can do it successfully before I do it. So yeah, what are some things going on? Let's see. I have been exercising a lot more. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll know that because you see that I post myself exercising. Um, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't exercise this whole week. I didn't exercise. And then I noticed every time I don't exercise, the scale goes down. Like when I get on the scale, it goes down dramatically. And then when I do exercise, for whatever reason, it goes back up some. So I don't know if that's because I'm building muscle or whatever. So I'm definitely going to take breaks, like a week break here and there. I'm about to get back to exercising today, because it's important for me to tone as I lose weight. I know loose skin is like something that you're probably just not going to be able to avoid 100%, but if I can avoid it somewhat, by just trying to keep my body tight by toning, and I'm gonna do that. So yeah, I have been just pretty much eating anything in moderation. So the nutritionist that I had, she basically told me it's okay to eat, even if you wanted a piece of candy. It's okay to have a piece of candy, but make sure you pay attention to how much you're eating and whatever like that. So I haven't been sticking to any kind of diet, or anything like that. I am down about 50 pounds. Hold on, let me check. So yeah, I'm down like 51 and some change, and I'm super excited about that because that's like a huge accomplishment. I was lost for words for a second. That's like a huge accomplishment. I know I have a lot more to go. I want to lose like 50 to 60 more pounds, but for right now, since October, that's pretty good, I think. So I'm super excited about that. Now, I didn't write no notes, so I might be all over the place. Please forgive me. But I did want to talk about some of the things the past 3 months that I have noticed. If you've seen the other videos, you kind of already might know some of this, but if not, then stick around. So yeah, in the beginning, right after surgery, um, I was having a really, really, really hard time swallowing anything, liquids and everything. It made me super nauseous. I couldn't, and I couldn't either. I could keep it down, but it hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I was nauseous, felt like I was about to throw up all the time. And that didn't get better until I started actually putting food in my system. So what I started to do, and I don't recommend this, ask your surgeon first or whatever, but what I started to do around like 6 or 7 days post-op, I started eating, not solids, but I would eat stuff like cottage cheese or yogurt and or pureed foods because I just could not keep down, um, you know, the liquids so that I wasn't getting enough liquids, and I was super tired, and I wasn't getting out of, I was like literally in the bed for days. I had no energy to take care of my kids, so I absolutely needed to change that. So I started putting actual food in my system. And what I was drinking, and I was drinking my pure protein shakes, but even those were making me sick. The only ones that didn't really make me that sick was the Premier Protein. But after I had surgery, I noticed I didn't like them as much. Like, they were still good and still my favorite, but I didn't really enjoy them as much as I did prior to surgery. The taste buds definitely have changed, when it comes to that. So then I started like mashing up beans and eating just anything soft that my stomach would be able to easily digest. And when I went to my 3-week appointment, I spoke to the surgeon about it, and he said, yeah, some people, that does happen, where they have to take food much sooner than others, and that I shouldn't worry about my stomach leaking or ripping or tearing or anything like that. But just make sure it's either chewed very well, or puree it or whatever. So yeah, and then the whole vitamin situation for me is just very difficult because I just forget to take them all the time. Like, I forget to take my vitamins. Right now I ran out. I gotta go get some more. It's just like, they're kind of expensive when you have to get like 1,000,001 vitamins. But yeah, it's okay. We doing this. We got this. Oh, sorry, somebody stabbed me. So yeah, what else? The exercise, right? When I first started exercising, it was difficult. Like, physically, before I started exercise, I felt, oh yeah, I can exercise, I feel fine, whatever. I got off my elliptical, and then I felt fine during the exercise and then right after the exercise, but later that night I was in so much pain. Like, I was in so much pain, it was ridiculous. I felt like I had just had surgery again, and that I needed some very strong pain relievers. And I thought to myself, oh my gosh, did I rip something? Did I tear me open? Or what did I do? Am I leaking? But then I called the surgeon's office, and the surgeon's office was like, that's normal or whatever. Especially where most of the pain was where the biggest incision is, the one where they pulled the stomach out. So because I was still only like 5-6 weeks or whatever, it was still very tight and still working on pulling itself back and stuff. So, and then when you're exercising, you work in your core, and that could cause you to, even when you walk, you work your core. So that could cause some pain, but he said not to worry or whatever. So that was something that I struggled with in the beginning. I felt like my body was telling me it's too soon, don't exercise, yet. If you want to do something like just walk around the house, do housework or whatever. I didn't exercise for maybe like a week or so, and then I got back to it, and it would hurt, but not so much. And then, over time, I just didn't hurt no more. So yeah, now I have done like my elliptical. I've tried not P90X, Insanity Max 30. You know what? Like, I did that one day, and I was just like, this just ain't for me. I'll probably do it again. But right now, I just couldn't even do the push-up things. Like, I kept falling on the floor every 2 seconds. But you know what? If you keep doing it, you'll get better. So I need to just keep doing it. So I'm going to go back to doing that. But my elliptical is my favorite. I bought a jump rope, so I jump rope as well. What else do I do? I have a trampoline that I jump on, a little trampoline. I want one of those. What the hell is it called? But they're like super expensive trampoline, rebounder, or whatever. I want one of those. I have one, but mine's like every time I jump on it, I'm scared it's gonna fall apart. My kids jump on it all day too. That's a good way to keep your kids tired, keep them active and jumping around even in the house. They don't have to jump on the couch or the bed. Go jump on a little trampoline and tire yourself out. So another thing that I have noticed is that I can gulp water now, you guys. When I first got out of surgery, I could not gulp water. Like I said, drinking liquids was painful. I would take a sip, and you know what? The first couple weeks, I just kept asking myself, what the hell did I just do to myself? What did I do to myself? I love, when I drink, going gulping it down. I couldn't do that, and it was so depressing. And also another thing that was going on with me mentally, emotionally, whatever, when it came to food, because I have noticed, just on this journey, that food was really a comfort to me. It was like I comfort ate a lot. I'm a stress eater as well. Well, yeah, comfort eating. Um, so on this journey, being restricted from being able to eat was something is something that was affecting me emotionally as well. I would get very upset um, when I'd cook something that I wanted to eat so bad, only to take a bite or two or three and be just completely full, and I'm looking down at this plate full of food. Or I could have been like something, even like I could have been stressed out and just wanting to eat, but I physically couldn't eat because my body's like, no, if you eat anymore you're gonna throw up. So definitely the surgery is helping me be able to change my relationship with food, and not really use it so much as comfort food, but keep food for what it is, fuel. And that's not going to happen overnight, trust me, because still I notice when I get frustrated or whatever, and I don't notice it right away, but I end up in the kitchen and I'll be snacking on like a cheese stick or steak tip or something like that. Like I'll just grab something, start snacking, and then in my head I'm like, but I'm not hungry. Like I just ate not too long ago. Why am I eating? And then I'm like, oh well, I know I'm stressed out, so maybe that's why. But anyways, yeah, so that is something that really came to my attention, was the emotion that I never realized before, of not being able to eat when I want to eat or comfort myself with food. Emotionally, it's like my emotions was having a tantrum. That makes me say it's weird, it's hard to explain, but yeah, I was just like, wow, I never realized that I was that emotionally attached to food prior to surgery. Like I knew I benched eat and stuff, but I didn't, the emotions attached to the food and everything, I just never connected those dots. So I can definitely eat a lot more now. When I first had surgery, and I started eating, I literally could take like 3 bites and that was it. The max 3 bites, and that's pushing it. And it all depend on what I was eating. Some things I could eat a little more. I think that in some things like 1 bite and I was just like, ugh. So yeah, I noticed things like crackers and stuff that carbs I can eat more of. So I stay away from those. I don't know if people call them slider foods or whatever, but usually the carbohydrates, anything carbohydrate like chips and crackers, or like even rice a little bit. Well, kind of, but not really, because rice kind of like expands in your stomach, I think. But there's just some foods I can eat more of. And I'll pay attention to more of that and write it down and make a video about it, because I don't have everything off my head. I just, off the top of my head, I just remember that, I can eat a lot more now, some foods more or less. But now I can take, sorry guys, my hair is irritating me. Now I can take probably like 5 to 6 bites, depending on what it is. So it's almost like doubled, which is pretty good. Energy wise, I have had a lot of energy, but another thing I've noticed is that because I struggle with depression, it doesn't fix that. So a lot of times I am down, or I don't have no energy, or I'm tired or whatever, but that has to do with my depression and not necessarily anything else. And so mentally, I'm also trying to work on myself, and just be able to, and I've been able to do it, but I want to get better, but be able to pull myself out of that, recognize what's going on, pull myself out of that, and get back to business. And it's not easy. It's not easy at all, especially when you suffer from like really bad depression. It's hard. And sometimes I just succumb to it, and I'm like, whatever, I'm depressed. Like, just that's what it is, right? whatever, that's what it is. But for the most part, I think I've been doing pretty good. My depressive episodes are a lot a lot shorter than normal, than what they usually would be, because I try and snap out of it if I can. Because depression's not something, people be like, oh, just snap out of it, or oh, just cut it out, or just get up, or whatever, stop dwelling on. No, depression, it's a physical thing. It's mental too, but it's also a physical thing. It's something that comes over your body, and you can't, there is no snapping out of it. You have to let it run its course. Physically, it controls your body. Like, you literally can't get out of bed, even if you wanted to. You just literally, so that's where you have to try and mentally be strong and fix it mentally. So yeah, that is something I definitely have noticed, that the surgery is not gonna fix that. So yeah, you might have a lot of energy or whatever, but it ain't gonna fix that part. And but something that I have noticed does help with that, as far as almost like medication management without the medication, is exercising. Exercising on days where I have been like and I just can't and I literally drag myself to my elliptical or whatever, put on some music, I feel much better. Sorry guys, but it even helps mentally too. It helps me clear out a lot of things, process everything, reflect on things, and I'm just like on top of the world when I exercise. So yeah, I noticed I'm not having a lot of anxiety either. Like, I struggle with anxiety bad, but lately I haven't struggled with it so much. Now when I do leave the house, I get social anxiety, and I'm always just like, it bothers me. For example, I went out on New Year's and I had like this really cute dress. If you follow me on Instagram, you've seen it. Really cute, sheer looking dress or whatever. But my whole butt was out. And instead of really enjoying myself, I was like the whole time just thinking what other people were thinking. Because it was kind of a, I don't want to say inappropriate dress, but my whole booty in the back was out. And I usually don't dress like that. And I usually don't have the confidence to dress like that. But I had the confidence to put it on and leave the house and everything. But in the back of my head, I'm still thinking like, oh, maybe this was a bad idea, and oh my gosh, maybe people looking at me thinking like I'm super fat, and oh my gosh, maybe the older women in here are looking at me and they're like, oh, she could have put some clothes on. Like, my mind was all over the place. I couldn't enjoy myself. So I sat there and I drank 2 Long Island iced teas. Yes, a hot liquor, you guys. But I had 2 Long Island iced teas. I was messed up I was just messed up. Because it's like I got drunk way faster than normal. And Long Island iced tea, it creeps up on you. So I was just messed up completely. And I ended up going home like right after the ball dropped. Because I was just so drunk. But I had to drink in order to enjoy myself because my anxiety was acting up. It was horrible. So, yeah. Let's see. Also, I noticed that my skin has been breaking out lately. Like, I've been drinking water. Well, not so much that not as much as I'm supposed to, but I've been drinking it better than I usually do. But yeah, my skin's breaking out. It could be too because my menstrual cycle is supposed to start soon, so maybe that's why. But I really am not feeling this. I usually have really nice smooth skin. It's probably discolored, blotches everywhere, but for the most part my skin is usually smooth, so I'm not feeling the pimples. I haven't experienced any hair loss, and I'm not even sure how that would look when I have freeform dreadlocks. So I'm not really sure how I would know I was losing hair. Like, would a whole lock come out? Like, I don't know. Because you know, my hair kind of just tangles together. So anyways, if it does happen and I recognize it, I will definitely speak on it. So yeah, my cycles, that's another thing. My cycles are frequent. They come on time, but they're painful, like very painful. And sometimes I'm just like, you know what? Mommy has her period. I'm going to bed. There's some quick food here, or whatever, some oodles and doodles, or whatever the case may be, because I just can't do it. So yeah. Anyways, I am starting the 16-week challenge. It's basically just you set a goal that you want to reach in the next 16 weeks. It's a little template thing that I have on Instagram that I took from Blossom. So yeah, I'm definitely excited about the 16-week challenge. You guys can do it with me and everybody else who's doing it. I know on Instagram there's like a huge VSG community, and a lot of people on the VSG community is doing it. I actually got the template from Hey Blossom. She also has a YouTube channel. I'm not sure if that's her name on YouTube. I can't remember. But Blossom has been on the VSG journey, I think almost a year now, or I could be wrong, but you can go check her out. So yeah, one more thing that I felt that it was important to mention is do not compare yourself to other people, because I catch myself doing that all the time. So I know I'm kind of contradicting myself right now, but this is why I can tell you don't do it, because I do it and I have done it. I know it's hard not to, but don't compare yourself to other people and their weight loss. Your journey is your journey. Let me look at you. Your journey. So embrace it. If it's moving slow, embrace it. If it's going fast, embrace it. If you stall, embrace it. Just as long as you're continuing to do the things that you need to be doing for you, you can't go wrong. And everybody's body is different. Everybody's gonna lose weight at a different pace. And everybody can tolerate and eat different things and have completely different reactions. So really focus on self, and you'll be fine. Don't try not to, because I know sometimes I see people and I'm like, oh my gosh, like they're losing weight so fast. Like there's this one girl I follow on Instagram, and I can't not remember her name. But anyways, she's such the sweetest girl. She's so funny, and caring, but she's dropping weight like that. I'm like, oh my goodness. Like you can literally just see it all over her in every post, every day. I'm just like, wow, she looks slimmer to me every day. But then again, somebody else could be looking at me and thinking the same thing. They could be like, wow. So like I said, just focus on yourself, focus on your own journey, and becoming healthier and a better you. You'll be much happier, trust me. So the best comment shout out is gonna go to just Gina Mk. She's a new subscriber of mine. I have newly subscribed to her as well. And her comment on the last video that I uploaded was very touching, and we can relate to each other on many different ways. And the last video I uploaded was the video about forgiveness, and the importance of forgiveness, and I spoke about my relationship with my father and just basically learning how to forgive. And Gina, your comment was very touching, and it felt amazing to be able to connect with someone that I've never met before, and hopefully we can grow together and support each other on these journeys that we are on. She too is on a weight loss journey, and yeah, she has a couple of other videos that she talks about depression and anxiety and, you know, basically mental health. I've seen some where she was cooking. So if that interests you in any kind of way, go ahead and go over to her channel. Make sure you subscribe and hit the notification button. But yeah, definitely I will be keeping up with her. So that concludes this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification button, so that when I do upload, you don't miss anything. You don't want to miss anything, right?
TV.
No, honey, it's on.
But it's not going on when I press it.
Maybe you're pressing the wrong thing.
I'm pressing this.
What is that?
On
Anyways,
button.
let me go help her. You guys
This is
have
the
a
on
wonderful
button.
and blessed day. And remember, just be proud of yourself. Be proud of yourself. Be proud of yourself. Bye.
Just open my mind and open my heart. Be free. And all that is that you please don't judge me. I can only be me. Welcome to this world and this cold world. Please don't judge me. I can only